The other creatives in the room would probably get it because I mean we're all kind of we're a little different, right? So first and foremost, I want to thank everyone who came out today. I really appreciate you being able to make it here this morning to listen to me speak. It means more to me than you may imagine. My name is Steve Richardson. I am when he said, owner of Ultimate Real Estate Media. We actually had a name change earlier in this year, which I'll talk about here in just a moment. But this video, this is part of my intro to BNI series. So it's a presentation that I'm doing. It's a 3-part. In my first presentation, I talked about my family, my background. And if you didn't get a chance to watch that presentation, on the back of this card, which I'm about to pass around now, these are new cards, by the way, so everybody grab one. But on the back, there's a QR code. If you scan that code with your phone, there's a direct link to my first presentation. And today's presentation is actually going to pick up right where that one left off. So I want to talk a bit about my services as well as ideal referrals. But before we get there, I want to share another quick story with you. And this one isn't about my 4-year-old daughter who's using questionable language. It's about my son. So I have a 2-year-old son. And about 5 weeks ago, just not long before Christmas, I was grocery shopping and I saw they had monster trucks on sale for half price. My son loves monster trucks. So I'm like, you know what? It's a great opportunity for me to pick up some. So I grabbed one of each kind, went home, hid them in my office. Literally the very next day, my son wakes up in the morning. I'm like, hey, buddy, you need to go use the potty. Now, typically, he always puts up a fight. But on this specific day, he's like, okay. And he goes down. He sits on a pot. He tries for a while. He's like, Dad, it's not working. That's kind of his thing he says when it's not. But I was so proud of him for not giving up a fuss. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give him one of the monster trucks. So I gave him a monster truck. He's excited. Feed him. I head out to do my real estate photos. Life was great, right? So I come back in the house. The moment I walk in the door, my wife is like, why did he get a monster truck? So my first response was, what monster truck? Because, you know, as guys, that's what we do. We got to buy a little bit of time so we can figure out a better answer. So my wife is like, your son, and anytime she starts a sentence with your son, that's pretty much how I know that I did something wrong. But at this point, I still didn't know what it was. So she goes on to say, you know, your son told me you gave him a monster truck for not using the potty. Now he refuses to go to the restroom. So it was great intention, but I realized when it comes to parenting, I don't necessarily always make the absolute best decisions. And that's kind of how I got into the field of real estate photography, because I found an area where I pretty much always get it right. So when it comes to real estate media, I honestly do not miss, and I'm big into satisfying and taking care of each and every client. Again, today I wanted to show, that's not the right button. I wanted to show some of the work that we've done. This internet is, it's not. Hey, Tom, you got a second? So it was, all right, so this is why nope, I think we're good as long as the audio comes on, but.
Actually, Tom, we're good. You can stay at your seat. Clearly, Steve doesn't know exactly what he's doing right now, but don't worry, I'll take over for a minute or so and help showcase some of his work.
So this is how I deal with some of my technical difficulties when they happen, my alter ego.
Yes. Much better.
But notice he's got on the old logo, which we've changed from, so ha to him from that.
Listen, little Steve. I've got this. Just trust me.
All right, look, I'm not going to allow my alter ego to take over my presentation, so I'm going to step back in at this point. This is a photo that we took within the last 3 or 4 months or so. There's another image here also. So what happens is, like, we're initially started off with our real estate photography, and that's what we're most known for. But we got to the point as we shot more houses, we started realizing that we started encountering houses that didn't have furniture on the inside. In fact, there's an image here from a listing by Mr. Andy Leakey. So this is the space we had to work with, and humbly, I think it's a nice photo, but we were able to take this image and almost magically transform it to this image, right? By adding in furniture and lights and things like that. Virtual staging just really helps potential buyers to visualize the potential of a property. Another example is this bathroom here. And again, I think it's a great shot, but if you pay close attention to like the mirror, the reflection in the mirrors, once we virtually stage this image, you can see the back of the things, the items that are sitting on top. You can see the reflection of the bed. And it's always about making things look as natural and realistic as possible. And that's one of the services we frequently get asked to offer. We also do floor plans. We've got 2-dimensional floor plans. And with those, it's a great opportunity for people to kind of get a better understanding of the layout of a property, especially if it happens to have a very unique layout or design. And for those people who want to take it a step further, we also have a 3D floor plan option. So, and again, those items that you see, the rug, those are true to like the actual space. But what we're most known for is probably the quality of our videos. This is up in the villages of West Clay. I'm a licensed drone pilot also. You would notice that day to night transition. That's one of those things that we offer that currently I don't see anyone else in the industry offering right now. And tying back into my first presentation, I am a Broad Ripple Rocket, graduated from Broad Ripple High School. So I took the opportunity to go and film a short video in the Broad Ripple area. So what's really nice about this, again, I use that day to sunset transition, but also I was able to tell the story of Broad Ripple through video. And that's one of the things that we absolutely love doing. With this specific video, I remember flying over the Broad Ripple Canal and doing a day to night transition. Now look at the colors in the canal. Like there's just so much you can capture from an aerial perspective, which part of the reason why I absolutely love it. And then when I went around to show the Broad Ripple Strip, because of course you've got to show the strip, but notice I called it right at sunset. And if you look off in the distance, you can see the Indianapolis downtown skyline. So really cool video. If you want to see the entire video, just go to YouTube, type in Ultimate Real Estate Media. And then once you get there, just hit the like button, subscribe, and then hit the bell notification so you'll be notified. And then one other service I want to talk about is our commercial real estate options. Thank you, John. This is a video we put together this past Saturday, actually. And with this specific video, I had a commercial property manager reach out to me, and he had specific requests. And there are things he wanted to highlight. So what we did was take this video, filmed with drone, but then we added in just different effects, visual effects, to help highlight the things that he wanted to highlight. Like the drive-through there, the fact that there's parking all the way around, the fact that there's a bus stop right across the street, and there's some other things that we highlighted in that full video. So again, that's, don't do that. That is an overview of all the services that we offer. I created a bullet point list of my ideal referrals. Let's see. I don't know how that got up there, but Andy Leakty, always a great referral for me. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So on the left side, we've got residential real estate agents, managing brokers, commercial real estate agents also, investors, and then short-term rental hosts. Now, these are the people that are generally thought about, but there's an additional list of people who you may not have considered. Apartment complex managers, all right? Brick and mortar business owners, any size business that actually has an establishment, having great photos is going to help them with their online presence as well as their marketing and their Google listing ranking also. School faculty, we do photos and drone for school districts. Neighborhood associations is another really good option. And then basically, do they have a building? If someone has a building, there's a good chance that they are actually a great referral for me. So don't be afraid to mention Steve with Ultimate Real Estate Media. And then lastly, I just want to mention part 3 of this Intro to BNI series is titled My BNI Journey. The next time I speak, that'll be the topic of it. It's not about me, it's not about my business, but it's kind of about my entire BNI journey. I would highly encourage members who have been a BNI member for two years or less to definitely invite them to attend that 10-minute presentation. But then also for seasoned members, it may just be a refresher of some things that I've learned over time. Are there any questions? Property managers, great connection, absolutely. Yep. So anyone who works directly with buildings or anything like that, and you can pay me the $5 after the. Yes, Don.
Steve, how long does it take you get your filming done with the drone and so forth, and then to get it to a finished product usually?
Ooh, video or photo?
Yeah, video.
Gotcha. So photo turnaround is always the next day. Video, it just depends on the complexity of the videos, but anywhere from it, like that video kind of straightforward, you're looking at a 2 to 3 day turnaround. If someone gets into something like a lot more elaborate, where I've got to do like more sound checking and really polish it and a lot of editing, then that kind of can extend that time window to. It just kind of depends. But any other questions?
Great. Well, now that we know a lot about Steven, let's figure out how to get him some more business.
Awesome. Thank you.